Hello, welcome back to our weekly witnessing tip. I'm Gina.
And I'm Mark.
And we are really excited this week to tell you about a brand new website that we have, witnessinlove.org. This website was designed to contain several video courses, and the one we want to talk about this week is Mormonism's Plan of Salvation. So why is that something that we are excited to share with people? Why would we want to talk about Mormonism's Plan of Salvation?
That's really a good question. And learning their plan of salvation can either help or hurt your witness.
How could it hurt your witness? I'm curious about that.
Okay, there's a couple ways that can hurt your witness. One of the ways is that as people become acquainted with the teachings of Mormonism and what I call some of the exotic beliefs of Mormonism, they respond by saying, how can anybody believe this? And therefore they don't really have the attitude or the mindset that the LDS people are victims. They're more like, man, they're weird people because they believe this stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. I can think of some cases where that's happened.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit. And the other thing it does that it hurts is that what it does is people understand Mormonism better, which is a danger because then when they want to talk to their LDS friend and stuff, they often talk about those subjects, but they're really kind of minor in a big scope of things, compared to our sin and God's salvation, they're minor. And therefore, people tend to major on the minor points, like some of these exotic beliefs.
Right, yeah, that is the negative side of it.
Right, that's the negative side.
Yeah, so the positives must outweigh the negative if this is something that we are excited to share.
Right, we are excited, and first of all, we want you to be aware of those negatives,
right.
so that doesn't happen to you. But the positive, how this really helps your witnessing, is that what it does is the more you understand a person, the more you will be able to understand the stresses that they experience. For example, once you understand how important the temple is in Mormonism, you then can better understand why it is so important for your LDS friend to be temple worthy. And when we teach this course, what we're really trying to do is not just teach you about those beliefs, but we repeatedly talk about how that belief puts stress or puts a burden on Mormons, and in that way, hopefully this will really help you become sympathetic for them, understand them, and talk more intelligently to them.
Yeah, that's so true. One person I just spoke with who finished the course said she feels like she has so much more compassion now.
Right, and that's really what we want to do, that these beliefs are putting pressure on them, and rather than us just saying, those are just so weird, we want them to say, man, they're really hurting because of this, yeah. Right?
So we would love it for you to check it out. You can find it by going to witnessinlove.org/plan and take the course. It's quick, 5 short lessons, and then we would love to hear what you think about it.
Yeah, we really would love your feedback as we do this. We would love your feedback on how it has helped you, or whatever comments you have, please send them to us.
Have a great week, and we will see you next time.
Bye.